time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates. As we'll see, a squad from the American, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a fellow opponent from the American, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, play to get this started. And the Pirates will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the East Carolina Pirates offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people.
Turning it on! Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Guys, let's talk big picture East Carolina. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Pirates will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's McCown. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. East Carolina has it back and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that cover.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Rides the back on the option. The give. Makes a man miss.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Texas Tech endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Lubbock, and the Red Raiders came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Quarterback keeps it. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read.
Oh, it's picked off. Got on the return. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
Here's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. To the air, it's Hauser. He's got him. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And the Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Maybe a double pass. Rushes on him. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you've got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Sets up the screen. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Extending the play. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
It's not easy. When those quarterbacks are on the move to set their feet, square their shoulders, it's a difficult task. That's why defensively you want to do this. You want to flush guys outside of the pocket, get them on the move, cut off half the field, make them put them in a little more predictable situation, and try to make that INT.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The corners are walked up tight. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Pirates will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Power football with the run. There he goes. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bat.
Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And into the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football.
And he stomps his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Madden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Makes it past the marker. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Good timing on the quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Pirates decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quarterback will keep it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Pirates send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the fifth kick of the night. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Makes the grab, it's Thomas. Bounces over the top. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Auburn is behind significantly on that scoreboard. This has been a gong show since Old War Eagle took flight today. They're trailing by 18 to Mississippi State. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Pirates in the hurry-up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
They're working that left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Takes it on the return. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Oh, maybe a double pass. Under fire. Into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tracy. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up. Got his man in the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Montgomery. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Pirates can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Down 55 weak.
To the air. It's Hauser. Quickly complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Pirates line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the returner will be knocked down. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Back to pass, it's McCown. Fires to the tight end. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Connection to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Pirates come to the line in the hurry up.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. This time it's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. He'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Pirates are marching down the field. They absolutely had to have that third down. He lobs one high down the left side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They just keep firing. He'll off one deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires one high and deep. Snags it on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, East Carolina!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do. Drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got enough for the first. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The offense lining up for a first down play. Finds the tight end. Smashes through the tackle. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. To the air, it's McCown. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good.